Hi folks, it's not the Goth that carries you off, it's the coffin to carry off in. Or is it? I'm not going to go into loads of details. I've done one or two videos in the past. I thought I touch on one or two bits because of bits that fly around. But before that, let's start off with my Carolina Reaper soup in a lovely Marmite mug. Marmite's not a great thing to drink in a mug, but it's nice as a mug. Just the sort of thing you need now. Carolina Reaper soup. It's getting flipping cold out. Anyway, Christmas is coming up. Lots of people going on about, oh bloody hell, why is Christmas here so early? It's not Christmas yet. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I went in the barber's yesterday, come out with my own Easter egg. So I'm well in front. Easter is here. Either that or I'm doing my Uncle Fester impression. There you go. Anyway, yeah, Goth. Will it be the Goth or the coffin that carries it off? And I'm a great believer that if things don't change, it will be Goth that carries Goth off. As a subculture, we seem to be very stuck within it and don't have a lot of vision outside of a certain chunk. Well, lots of people don't. There's lots of Goths that do, but there's a lot that don't. But if you have that, those that don't, eventually that erodes and it keeps building within till eventually it sucks in on itself. I see so much online that is negative, and I see young Goths that are telling old Goths that were there at the beginning, they were the ones that created Goth, they're the ones that rooted it, got it going, and you've got younger ones now that are telling the older ones, you're not Goth. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Goth is this, Goth is that, Goth is the other. Well, that's a bit bloody bent, isn't it? Where do they get that idea to do that? I think sometimes from older Goths. There's older Goths and older Goths. There's older Goths that were there, created, and that's it. And as it's gone along, they've adapted and grown with it. Then you get older Goths that were there, created, and the roots have not really grown a lot. They're still there. They're still there in the 80s. And like I've said in the past, the 80s, the 90s, they're not here anymore. As soon as you start something, it starts changing. If I create something this very minute, by the time I finish this video, it will be different. I come on tomorrow, it'll be different again, different the next week. A couple of years' time, you wouldn't know it from today. It's just the way the world works. It's the way everything works. Nothing stagnates. We change. So if I started something today and I picked a certain type of dress, a certain type of music, a certain type of attitude, that would not stop within a week, within 2 weeks, within a month, because people would change it. Because you pick those clothes and then somebody says, I like that, and that fits in with this, and if I put this onto that, it's going to look really cool. if I do this, it's going to look even better. I'm not going to change the colour. I'm not going to particularly change the style at the moment, but I think I can adapt it to that. I'm going to look cool. And within the few people that are there, lots will look at it and go, I bloody like that. We'll adapt that. They say that. I'm having some of that. And it goes like that, and it's bloody continued from the day one when the egg popped out the bloody shell. Well, the chicken. And it will carry on doing that. And if we don't realise, if we don't change, if we don't adapt, if we don't start telling if we don't stop telling younger Goths, no, it's not Goth because of this, it's not Goth because of that. Yeah, some things I totally agree with. I can't imagine us all bloody putting flowers round our head and skipping around to fairy music and saying, well, that is a Goth. We can go a bit too far, but within the realms of it, we are going to adapt. Dress is going to adapt. Music's going to adapt. Attitude is definitely going to adapt. I've said in the past, if I was a billionaire, I could look back in history, pick the greatest goth club that ever existed, and I could build it brick by brick. I could look at old photographs, take memories from people, I could recreate the decor, cracks in the wall, the whole freaking shebang. But I can put everybody into there. I can say, you don't come in here unless you look like you came from that period. And everybody would go and they'd dress up trad goth of that period. Would that be the same? Of course it won't be the bloody same, not unless you can go to charity shops or somewhere and find clothing and the old shebang that was there at that time and say, right, I want that. So, yeah, more or less that. After that, you've got to say, what did they buy? Oh, this sort of thing. Oh, well, yeah, they got that in that shop. Oh, this sort of thing. Oh, I could get that from there. At the end of the day, you're going to sort of recreate, but it's going to be a mock-up of the recreate, because it will be the 2000s version of 80s. And you'll go, oh yeah, I've got all this, let me just put this bit on and let's just put that bit on. But then if somebody stood at the door letting you in, they go, hang on, take that off. Why? No way was that in the 80s. Oh, and while you're at it, can you just change that? That wasn't there. And something simple. Oh, take that bloody watch off. There's no way that was there. Very difficult to create perfectly. And then when you get as near perfection as you can and you say, come on in, is that the 80s? No, because what's different? This attitude. Goths of the 80s had a different attitude to Goths of today. The attitudes of what created Goth, the attitudes of why this was picked, why that was picked, why this was pulled in, why that was pushed out. That, to some degree, is probably still here, but everybody going in there has got a 2018 mindset for everything. I remember back in the 80s, going out, people drank. People go out now, drink. Totally different bloody kettle of fish. In those days, very few people got bloody totally blotto before they even went to the frickin' door, which a lot of people do now. people have a different attitude towards drinking, they have a different attitude towards people. I think we was more tolerant of people around us. And I remember we was tolerant to other subcultures, and we didn't go, what the bloody hell. We all sort of said, we're subcultures, you're a subculture, I'm a subculture. Yeah, there was a little bit of bicker between probably an extreme one, but generally it worked. So again, you cannot recreate perfectly. So when people go, oh, you can only really be really true goth if you're 80s or 90s or whatever, sorry, it's gone. You can be a mock-up of it, but that mock-up is never going to be that. And I see so many people that online tell other goths, tell people that would be goths, this, and all it does is, some goths, it makes them go, sod that, I'm backing away. They'll back away, they'll remain goth, but they'll back away from the main drag of it. Younger ones will either go, sod that, I don't want anything to do with that. No bloody thanks very much. Others will go, oh yeah, that's what it is. They take it in and then they spiel it out, and then they throw the bloody venom and everything. And if you go around the internet, you see that venom all over the bloody place. Goths spitting bloody fire. And what are they spitting fire at? Other goths. What the friggin' hell's that about? We know it's a subculture of, how many times do you hear people talking about walking out and you get this shit thrown at you, walking out and this happens to you. Just want to go to a club and you can't just enjoy it because it's this, it's that. It's going to be that until we bloody within the subculture can stop this bloody barrel churning of all this bloody stuff and become united and accepting. I don't see a lot of bloody accepting. I see, oh, I don't like that bit, don't like that bit, oh, you wear a bit of bloody pink, no, bollocks. We've got to bloody sort this out before it implodes. And a lot of people, I see a lot of people talking and saying about goth, why? That, what the whys are, is seeing implosions starting to happen. And if we don't get a bloody grip of it, it will implode. And it won't be for the people on the street giving you crap and saying things and, hey Morticia, and no, it's bloody just been Halloween, why are you freaking still dressed that way? Won't be that destroys it, that's always been here. It will be the nucleus from inside that flipping destroys it. So I'm not going to go on further. But I think it's something we need to bloody think about. Lots of people, if they see this, will go, what a load of frickin' shite. Because, and it'll be all the bloody reasons that I've mentioned. We've got to become more tolerant when, I mean, you're a subculture that can all the time be saying, I don't like this thrown at me, I don't like that, I'd love to go out without this, I'd love to go out without being ridiculed. Then stop bloody doing it to your own. Goths are bloody doing that to their own. What do you frickin' expect? If you do it to your own, don't flippin' expect it to not be any bloody where else. Because at the end of the day, more of your own will be doing it bloody back to you. So Yeah. Carolina Reaper for you that next year. Anyway, yeah, that was just a quick one really. And just before I go, let's look at this last little bit. We're coming up to Christmas. How many Goths have I heard going, bloody hell man, it's flipping November, I go out, I bloody hear Christmas music, there's bloody Christmas lights up, somebody's got Christmas stuff up, blah blah blah. Excuse me, was anybody saying that long before Halloween? When everybody, I remember very long time before Halloween, woohoo! So it's in the shops, I can buy, hey look, I bought this, I bought that, I bought that. It's a bit bloody hypocritical. And when you think about it, because you're Goth, doesn't mean to say you don't like bloody Christmas. You might prefer it to come in a little bit later, but at the same time, you love flipping Christmas. And if you can act Halloween coming in bloody goodness knows how long before Halloween, then be a bit more bloody tolerant and let people have their Christmas. And yeah, I remember the times when Christmas came in Christmas. Halloween came in Halloween. Bonfire night, what we have in the UK, came in a week or something before bonfire night. Why do I think now that it comes in a lot earlier? Well, yeah, one, shops want to sell, manufacturers want to sell. But at the same time, there's people sitting at home, things are not cheap anymore. Christmas is not bloody cheap. People want reminding, they want it coming in early, so they're getting ready for it early. There's not many people now that are going to wait a week or two before Christmas and go, oh, 2 weeks Christmas, let's get it all bloody organised. Doesn't really work that way anymore. So whether it's Christmas, Easter, Halloween, some pagan holiday, some other religion holiday, whatever, let's just bloody cool it and let people enjoy what they enjoy. And if it comes in early, so bloody what? Not going to kill you. If I go to town today and there's a bloody Christmas music playing in the shop, it's not going to bother me. I'm not going to come out bald or anything. Well, did I? Well, you know what I mean. Let people enjoy what they enjoy. And like I said, there's a hell of a lot of Goths that before they were Goth were just ordinary little kids, teenagers maybe, and they lived their life, and Christmas was a hell of a big bloody part of it. And lots of them didn't go suddenly, you know, I really think I'm Goth and that's the way my life's going to go, and I'm going to throw bloody Christmas and Easter and summer holidays and whatever I want out the bloody window. It's part of the life. So remember this as well, when you go online and you bloody write in there, oh bloody hell, there's Christmas in the shops, and there's going to be a hell of a lot of Goths that reading it going, dickhead, because they're bloody quite happy with it. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Quick before Christmas bloody rant, but it's really brought about, it's really brought about by looking at all this bloody negativity of Goth. So, is it the Goth that carries you off, or the coffin that carry you off in? If we don't bloody get our act together, sorry, it will be the Goth and Goth that carries it off. Totally. But I've got great faith in people that hopefully. They'll think to themselves as they get a little bit wiser, what the hell is all this bloody crap about? Let's just all bloody enjoy the subculture, enjoy what we're doing, enjoy each other. Let's have a bloody cup of Carolina Reaper soup, some bloody music, and enjoy life.